I'm just recording this because I haven't recorded something in a while and I feel like recording it, but I had oral surgery on Monday. As I'm recording this, it's Friday, so my face is still all sorts of swollen. I got dry socket in my bottom right one, and then they dressed both of them as dry socket to prevent this one from like getting to the point that it hurt. But so I'm super excited and stoked about that. And I didn't realize until last night that probably the reason why is because I like suck my mouth in my sleep. So I'm sure that was probably one of, if not the biggest culprit for me getting dry socket. I thought I had an infection, so it could have been a lot worse. I am thankful that now, because a few years ago they didn't have the technology that they do now with the they have these gauze strips that they soak in a pain medicine that tastes really bad, but it makes the pain stop within like 5 minutes of putting it in, and they didn't have that before, so it makes dry socket very tolerable, and it didn't used to be. Like, it used to be basically torture for almost anyone involved, whereas now I have dry socket, I'm able to talk, I'm able to eat, but yeah, so I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth surgically removed because they were all under the surface, never to break surface. The worst one, as you can probably tell by the swelling in my face, was definitely my right one, and that is because it was laying on its side toward my teeth. So it was turned 90 degrees toward my teeth, growing into my teeth. And that's not good. We don't want that. So obviously it was a not good thing that was happening, and they took that out. This was the hardest one to get out because of that. My top 2 teeth were growing in fine, they just didn't have room, so they were like stuck on like the like toothy part after the root of my upper teeth, my last molars. So I had all those removed at once. It was a complete surgical procedure. I had to be put out. It took about an hour and a half, is what my husband said. I have, unfortunately, no footage of me waking up because the place that I had my surgery at had a no-film policy where they don't want anybody to be recording anything, which makes sense as a facility, but also a lot of people like to record. I wanted to know what I was like when I woke up. Like, I remember some of it. I know that I embarrassed my husband a little bit, but I was also on medication. I got sick at Walmart because of my procedure. I had swallowed a lot of blood, which is just normal because you're like sitting back, and that's just kind of the way gravity works. It goes back into your throat and you end up swallowing a lot of it. So I hadn't eaten anything either, which also makes me personally very nauseous. A lot of people don't get nauseous when they haven't eaten, but I do. So I got really nauseous, and I got really sick at Walmart because we went there after my surgery to get my medications and to get soft foods and stuff for me to eat. Lots of yogurts. I have Go-Gurts and Danimals and pudding and soda. Soda is actually, I guess, good for healing. I don't know. It's good for nausea, but they do recommend drinking soft drinks. I scared the crap out of a little kid. So this is good. Like, my swelling is down way more than it was. I looked like I had like a baseball in my cheek just 2 days ago. And so after my surgery, I'm sure you've all have seen what people look like after they have their wisdom teeth all removed, because those videos are really popular. So they have those ice packs around their face, and then they have like the gauze in their mouth, and So I'm waiting for my husband to pull the car around for me to go, because he didn't want me to have to walk very far. Not that he parked super far away, but it was just, he does that even when I'm not post-op a lot of the time. And there's this gentleman with his 3 children, a very, very little baby, toddler child, and then 2, like walking, talking children that were not toddler sized. And the middle-ish girl, I said hi to her, and she looked terrified. And I was like, it's okay, I know I look scary, I'm sorry. And then her dad was like, did you have your wisdom teeth removed? And I was like, yeah, all 4 of them. And then he was in one of those cart things, because I was in one of those, like I was driving around in one of those too, because I was still under a lot of medications, so walking was really hard. So I was using one of those vroom cart things to get around. So it's actually called an Amigo, at least the one that I used was. And I was using that, and I was like putting it away while my husband was going and getting our car, truck, vehicle, whatever. And this gentleman is getting out of his and getting a couple things that he got and giving them to his kids to help carry. And this little girl was carrying a box of Kleenex, and it was like one of the like 3-4 in one container boxes where they're like, they have like the cellophane around them. And she wrapped her hands around it, and it kept slipping through her mittens because she wasn't holding like under the bottom of the box. So they were slipping because she couldn't grip with her gloves. And I like gently reached over, and I was like, no, if you put your hand under the box, it won't slip, it'll make it easier. So I look at her dad, and he kind of gives, like, we have like that eye contact that's like, okay, it's okay for me to touch her hand. And I gently like scoot her hand down under the box, and then she's holding it right, and she like smiles and is all proud of herself. And he thanks me, and it was just a cute little interaction, and I felt bad for scaring the shit out of her, but I think I made her feel a little bit more confident in people who look weird. But I'm ready. I cannot stand this swelling. Like, it feels so weird. My jaw, I can move my jaw a lot more than I used to be able to. Even just yesterday. Like, I could not move my jaw yesterday. And I can move it a lot more today. So, I'm hoping within a couple days it'll be better. I go back to the dentist again on Monday to get my, the dressings removed. And by then I should be like a lot better. But I don't know, honestly. Like, I genuinely don't know. I just want this healing process to be, like, I want my mouth to go back to normal. I want to not be a swollen balloon head, because my face is wrecked right now. But I got it all done at once, and I never have to do it again. And I am never having oral surgery again. Not once. But that's my little story. I actually just got to work. So, if you like this, comment, subscribe, all that. I have to get back into work because I left work in order to come do this. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully next time you see me, my face will be back to normal.